Well, what's free to you mean?
What's free to me?
Yeah. Because I've been talking to you for such a long time.
It's just a feeling. It's like, how do you tell somebody how it feels to be in love? How are you going to tell anybody who has not been in love how it feels to be in love? You cannot do it to save your life. That's what I mean by free. I've had a couple of times on stage when I really felt free. I'll tell you what freedom is to me. No fear. I mean, really, no fear. If I could have that half of my life, no fear. Lots of children have no fear.
What's the root of all evil? What's the root to happiness? I'm happy to show the sequel. If you're willing to ride and die, I present you as my equal. The peace is made by peace, so I pour out my soul for whoever's hungry for more. They say I'm so peaceful. I give peace to those who never been fit to hold the crown that's written in scrolls, cause the tongue is so lethal. I keep it written for all my people who stay and listen to escape the inner thoughts of a mental prison, that dark abyss. The rich are getting richer, they saying this shit is marvelous. They keep it within the prison as they tax the metropolis. People asking, is there a way of stopping this? I say no, this is my hypothesis. We're following a leader that remains anonymous. Yeah, we're following a leader that remains anonymous.
So, in conclusion, Mr. Chairman, we need you. Those children need you. And I'm talking directly to my Republican colleagues. We need you to stand up to President Trump. We need you to join us in telling him that we reject this mean policy. We need you to tell him to abandon this policy. And we need you to stand up for those children.
What is a world without fear? An adolescent being silenced, forced to drain his tears. They ignore with attitude so cavalier. They don't act on the fact that my generation has to hear the proposition of a man who's so unclear. They hear the ignorance in his tone. He left our young Latinos in cages and forced their parents out of a home to keep the nation colorless in a colorless dome. Imagine your child motherless in a motherless home. He turns murderous with a murderous gaze. He kills with a murderous flow. He writes to a murderous phrase. Well, all that he does is gaze to the stars as he ponders what's gonna happen towards the end of his days. He's going to leave with bread and wine. As he starts to cry, a sad expression is left on his face. He started to trace the root of what isn't equal, asking what's the root of all evil? What is the route to happiness? I would have been happy to see the sequel. I was willing to ride and die, but they didn't present me as the equal.
Ay, no, papá. Ay, no, papá. Voy a llamar a mi tía para que después de comer me venga a recoger.
Cuando agarren la comida yo voy a venir para que le...
Ay, no, papá. Tengo el número yo de memoria, 34. Ay, no, papá.